See, I can't just let that get in the way of me living because it's just so constant anymore. It's like I'm still being forced to be alive, and I can't fix that problem. So at this point, I'm just taking a bunch of stuff to cover it up. Like for a minute, I was trying to like remedy the situation, but now I'm just trying to get rid of it. The negative feelings, obviously, like I should be dead. Supposedly, everyone else is dying from what I've done. Small, like large amounts. So these people are pussies and cowards dying from mixing opiates with, I don't know. I took like a whole fucking handful of fucking anti-anxiety fucking sleeping meds, and these cowards on TV die from one or two of them. So it's like, oh, I'm forced to be alive. This is fucking fun times. Fun times at Ridgemont High. But anyways, the person, like these people, like they act like they care. Like the one Black Palpacy person was, like they would talk to me like all the time about like, about where you working, where you getting a job, and all this, and it's like, well, you're asking me what I'm doing every 2 minutes, and literally every 2 hours, 2 minutes. And then I baited them with a video telling people where they live, because this group of Antifa said they were going to come assault me, and I wanted them to come fuck him up because I was assuming that he was part of them, because Black Papacy. Like, that would be something if I could get Antifa to attack their cells. That would be like the optimal condition, to have Antifa attack their own fucking terrorist organization, Black Papacy. Fucking, see what I'm saying? There's very deep thoughts behind everything I'm saying here. Even like the me killing myself part, like, yeah, of course I'm really trying not, but there's also deep thoughts behind me putting this out there to signify that, like, hey, first of all, this should get a lot of media attention. There's some crazy person who's like poisoning themselves, and has other people are poisoning them, and he's not just a crazy person, he's a crazy presidential candidate who thinks he should run the country, and he's just a stupid clown. But nope. Not going to get media coverage being the dumbest clown on earth, am I? Not going to get media coverage being the smartest clown on earth either, am I? I think that's the problem, is I'm the smartest clown on earth. So, like, and that's kind of like, that's how a clown works, see? That's what intelligence brings you. It brings you the knowledge to learn that when you're at a rodeo, the clown is actually the best cowboy, because the other cowboys riding the bulls, they are scared. They're noobs. Like, the champion bull rider is the clown. He's been a champion, and he's getting paid a lot of money to go out there and smack the bull in the face and run in circles around the bull, because that pisses the bull off way more than putting it in a gate and opening the gate and saying go. The clown, and then the clown will sit there and let the bull fucking hit him. He gets more. He's a better bull rider than the bull riders, almost all the time. He's one of the best people. I never heard an exception to it when I used to look into that stuff, because my mom used to take me all the time. But speaking of that, that was one of the people who I felt might have been getting paid off, because the people around me were like our landlord and the Lord Dunham person who worked with Hollywood and worked for Donald Trump and stuff like that, and the richest people in my city. It felt like like that person cared more about those people than me. And this is like, you know, I can write this off as this is just who this person is. Like they don't really care about anything. But I think like there's actually something they care about more than people. Like they care about people, but they care about money and food and stuff more, I think. So it might take just, you know, to make that dog run in a circle, you just offer it a treat. And then you're like, good boy, here, have your treat after it runs in a circle. And the dog's like, yep, yep. And that's just what it feels like. Now with some of these people, like the black palpacy people, I'm not too sure how that works out because they showed me a clone of the child they were dating and they have a kid with now, supposedly. Not that I believe in children or this world is real, but I guess according to the storyline, we stay in the storyline. Like at this point in time, they have a child with this child that they had a child with, and so the odd thing is the system showed me a clone of that person at one point in time, and I think the system itself is just showing me that like I shouldn't worry about stuff, but it's really hard for me not to because it's like the game feels real. The environment feels real. I'm at this point I'm understanding it's not real, and what's here is it's literally like it will fucking put out a music video that just came out. Like when I start freaking out like this, talking about calm down and stuff like this, and it's like, yo, that's like the system generating everyone in this world, isn't it? Because I don't think they understand that when like when those new CDs come out, they're not new. They were supposedly released 20 years ago, but they weren't really released 20 years ago. And that happened again, I'm pretty sure. Dude, I contacted this other band. This is like my new favorite band, Morris S. Principum. And I contacted them. And I said, I gave them the booking information for Rick Attell's Alrosa Villa. That's where Dimebag Darrell got shot in Columbus, Ohio. And they came out there and they played. And so like I knew everything they made, and then now there's like this CD cover I've never seen before out there. And there's also this new Crash and Grin stuff out there. And it's like that's the second band I contacted and told to come out there, and I think they came out together. Actually, I'm not sure. I think when I contacted the second one, they came out together. I forget. I know. I'm pretty sure I seen Belphegor twice. I forget exactly how that lined up with those two, but I contacted both of them and gave them the booking information, and they came out there. So. Like, I don't do that with a lot of bands. Like, I know everything by those bands. And what I don't like is what I don't know. And then when there's a new album cover that comes out, I know this didn't exist. There's a video out here with comments on it. And it's like 2 years old, and it didn't exist. Yesterday, and then I made a comment about one Morris S. Principum video. It's like I'm pretty sure this didn't exist when I looked for it last month, but here it is, and it should be in my feed. It should be coming up. It should be notifying me the second it comes out. It should be but the fact I search for it all the time should be showing up, and so when I posted that, and then the next day they're like, I'm looking again. I posted, this is new, I've never seen this before, and then I look again, and there's like a new album cover I've never even seen before. They got like this white album cover now, and like they didn't have no white album cover, but now they did. Now they did years ago. And that actually makes me feel like a little bit better, but it doesn't. Like I don't feel very well at all anymore. Um, and that's a kind of point of this video is I don't feel very well anymore, and um, like one of these people who I think was paid off, who was supposedly like my best friend in the world, who ends up being Black Papacy, and then the other person who supposedly like I don't believe I was born and I have parents. Really, I believe it's like a fake world, and I was injected into it at the start. No, like the world is supposedly 6,000 or 60 billion light years old, whichever you want to believe. But for me, I believe it's like it's probably like a lot faster, and it's happening way faster than they say it is, and a whole bunch of other factors make me think it's like 36 years old or less. Um, and I believe it's way less than that. I believe like the actual time frame of my existence. I mean, I don't believe. I know the time frame on my existence here is 40 or less. But my knowledge starts at much deeper than a 0 year old when I entered the realm. So I know that's not exactly correct. But I don't like I don't believe in that stuff anymore, and it doesn't make sense to when you see like the past being rewritten in the beings like how many people were involved in making this CD that didn't actually exist. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a producer, there's a drummer, a guitarist, another guitarist, a singer. There's hundreds of commenters on the video, but that didn't exist. That didn't exist. Okay. When you go to a band's page and you like them, when you own every CD a band makes, they can't just make a new CD, right? You can't do that because someone will notice that, and they supposedly don't notice. But the odd thing is the More Says principal member, he did the Illuminati gang sign. But I'm not sure if he even knows what he's doing because I want to say that's like the system controlling people and not them. Like I don't know if they're actually like really part of this just because they do it. Like whatever's controlling the people. I don't. And when I say there's people in something else, well, like what the hell does people even mean anymore? So that it's all something else, and whatever's controlling them, I think it's using them to like set a show up, set a stage up, and it's probably been written what's going to happen, and they've told me enough times that it's been written. In fact, they've tried to tell me that I wrote it, so. But it's like, it feels real, and it feels really fucking scary and shit being alone and not having any help or anyone. Just like, I don't know. Fucking, what would I do if I had a friend fucking cry on their shoulder? What a waste of fucking time that would be, right? We could stand back to back and walk down the street together and protect each other. That would be nice. Because I feel like I fucking need that and shit. But I guess it's just me and my back. Apparently I've got eyes in my back now too. Because one of the people who approached me the other day hostilely, or at least I thought it was going to be hostile, so I went major. I like took a real quick turn towards hostility. And then it looked like one of the people who had like tried to rob me before as well. But I'm like 1,000, 2,000 miles away from that clone. Anyways, yeah, I just wish I didn't feel sick all the time. And it's kind of fucked up. But the person is like, "Oh, you look well. You're doing well." And I was like, "No, I'm not. Like, just like Just like, no, I gotta shut this video off.